up, homies? It's been a while since I seen y'all. There's just been some shit going on, you know. We get back on the road again, headed out of Texas to New Orleans. Got a job out there. But let's do some catching up first. Well, folks, welcome to Louisiana. We slept on the state line last night at a Texas roadside stop because the Louisiana one has been closed for quite a while. And we're passing through Lake Charles at this point. I'm getting excited seeing all these swamps out here. Could be a good time this summer. I haven't really been anywhere in Louisiana except on I-10 driving through and a little bit in New Orleans. The outdoors seem interesting. Where them swamp people live.
That was an incredibly subversive message. Dr. Martin Luther King interpreted that adroitly. He said, when you love your enemies, you realize that they weren't your enemies after all.
Alright, we are driving a big box truck in downtown New Orleans, but let's get caught up now. I was staying with a friend in Austin. I had rented a room from her, and then work kind of dried up, and I was faced with the decision, do I go out and hustle up more work, or do I try to figure out where I really want to go? Honestly, there is nothing I wanted from the city of Austin, and so I decided to leave. I went to Dad's, and that's when I broke my foot. That shot driving to work was 4 days ago at this point. First day we worked 15 hours. I was like a zombie. I was crushed at the end of it. The next day we did 16. I was starting to kind of get the groove of it. And 12 the day after that. It rained all day. And as of now, it's Saturday. I got the day off, but the ladies I was working with are still at it, crushing it. They got some like iron souls. But it feels like I've been revived, working on movies again, getting inspired. So I gotta say thank you to Liz and Margaret for inviting me out here to work with you guys. Both y'all and your team are amazing. So I guess we left off leaving Austin. I got into this weird funk where I started kind of stealing other people's stories. I didn't mean to, but I was just hoping to get something better than my own. I wasn't feeling good about it. And it's a bad idea, because that's the most important part of a movie is the story. If you're making a movie and somebody else is making a movie with the same story, whoever gets it out first is going to be the one that succeeds. So I had to stop vlogging for a while, or at least making videos, because I actually put one together from the Devil's River and wasn't able to post it because I shot it on private property and didn't have permission to use the footage. I broke my ankle as soon as I got back to San Angelo. I was just screwing around, like not doing anything. And it's kind of hard to see, but it doesn't look like much. I more or less don't have an ankle bone right now because it's so swollen. It was in a brace for a little while. I knew I was coming to work because Liz had called right after I broke it, and I was laying on the couch watching movies, going through the top 100 movies ever that the American Film Institute puts out, really paying attention to story. So I was carrying a notebook and taking notes and trying to figure out what goes where, and most of the time when something happens, it's foretold earlier in the story, and it's revisited several times until kind of the climax of that little story comes out. Just identifying the climax in a movie can be tough to do. So the good that came out of laying on the couch for 2 weeks was that I got to catch up on some movies and some pop culture and politics. And I remembered why I don't like politics. Because no matter what you think, you're wrong, according to somebody. And I just don't like that. I like simple solutions that can be implemented to change things. And when you're fighting with another side that has a different ideology, you just can't get anything done. How are you? Yeah? This is a very unique city. So I guess it's got a lot of French influence. And I found out that the French here have a lot of influence from Caribbean islanders. So you got the original settlers as well as exiles from Nova Scotia that were French. The British took it over, and then they went through the Caribbean islands and brought like Jamaican spices and Haitian food with them. I was talking to a lady that drives Uber, and she told me that she can't understand Parisian French, but the Haitian she had in her car the other day, it was very clear to her. And isn't this house cool? It's like super long, narrow, but so all the rooms are like strung out in a row. It's kind of unique, and I don't know why, but we're gonna figure it out. Because I see it all over town. It's the way everything's built. Even a lot of the newer houses, probably because the lots are organized that way. You know, I used to work these crazy hours in the oil field, and on the weekends, you just gotta get done what you can do. You gotta take care of life stuff on the weekends and sleep. So one day is dedicated to sleep, and one dedicated to taking care of business, which is exactly what's happening right now. I gotta wash clothes, yo. Yo, dog headed out to the streets. Got the long house and I'm out on my feet. Gotta get a rhythm and get on top. 'Cause we got all the boys out on the block. don't really know how to describe what's been going on. The best way I can try to put it into words is that it's like hitting a wall. You know, when you're constantly chasing different jobs all over the place and they only last for a couple days or even a couple weeks, it's like being unemployed once a month. And it's hard to line that stuff up until you have a reputation. So a big part of what's been going on is still comes back to trying to become a filmmaker or any type of job that you're into. I guess it's entrepreneurship in some kind of way. And I don't know if everybody deals with it. I think some people really enjoy stability in their lives. Having a job, going to work every day, raising the family, that's how you do it. It's not necessarily about hitting a home run. The way you succeed is doing the same thing over and over and over consistently every day and getting better and better at it with time. I'm actually out running errands right now, and I ended up in Uptown. And this city is busy right now. I mean, it's Saturday night. They like to party, that's all I can say. Is because all the parking lots are full, the bars are hopping. We're not going out and partying because I just don't feel like doing it right now. And to be honest, I haven't even been in a restaurant lately because I haven't wanted to eat alone. I gotta seriously tip my hat to people that can do the same thing day in and day out for years on end, because I've never been able to. I don't know if it's what they call mental illness, if it's manic depression or manic happiness, or just riding the wave of life. But I've always expected change and some type of break in between things, never just charging forward doing the exact same thing every day. But that's what success really takes. That's what my dad's done. I've watched him do it for his entire life, and he's incredibly stable in his routine. It's like the Energizer Bunny, just keeps going and going and going. I just had to get that off of my chest. I know there's other people like us out there, and there's people on the other side, and there's somewhere in between. And it takes all type to make this world go round. You know, they say opposites attract, because two different people are stronger than two people that are the exact same. The power of a team. Anyways, I got a problem to solve, and we are at the place to do it now. Alright, I got something to explain now. For my whole life, not my whole life, when I was about 12, I started wearing boxers. I can't stand tight underwear because the elastic, grabs my leg. But walking around 15 hours a day, sweat, getting moist, the boxers ride up and they start to chafe in between your legs. Y'all know what chafing is. The guys do. I don't know if the ladies do, but it's a real problem. I told a girl I was working with, I said, I can't restock those coolers tonight because I'm about to start bleeding between my legs. I mean, given that she's a lady with a child, she just kind of cocked her head and looked at me like, are you crazy, boy? Anyways, the solution to this chafing problem is not complicated. It's just tight underwear with a slick surface provides an extra layer of skin to rub on. Like when I was hiking, I rubbed a hole in the underwear I was using. And deodorant. You can put some deodorant down there, you might keep a second stick, and it prevents the It makes the skin slip, you know, and it keeps the sweat from building up on it. So that's the solution to it. I got my underwear, mission complete. Let's get to the house. I haven't even told y'all what our job on the set is yet. I'm working craft services, so catering does all the meals, and we're responsible for snacks and drinks in between. Basically, we set up a table in the morning with snacks and drinks and make sure that it's full all day long. We put trash cans out, empty them, and fill coolers, and essentially make sure that everybody's happy throughout the day. It's kind of ironic that I got into filmmaking to make movies, and now we can't even shoot anything. These sets are closed to any type of social media or photography that's not approved by the production. And there's like 100 crew on this set. One day we had 280 background, plus the talent, all the actors that are a part of it. It's a big production. It's the biggest one that I've ever been on. And it's amazing the amount of equipment that goes into it. I mean, they were shooting with 4 Alexa cameras one day. There's probably 10 people on the camera crew. Their dollies probably weigh several thousand pounds. We're gonna talk about that another day. I really wanna go fly the drone and shoot some time lapses, but it's been winter time. I mean, it's cloudy. And I don't want to go out and shoot something like that on a cloudy day. I really wanted to catch up with you guys. There's 7,000 of us now on A Walkabout Life. So I gotta say thank you for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon. Peace.